Bowuliza speech eno ya Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu gyebadde awa eri abakulembeze ab'enjawulo okuva mu bitundu byonna ebya Uganda ebeesimbyewo okukiikirira NUP kuba MP ne ku bifo eby'enjawulo. Agawala yowulirira ddala ng'amaanyi gakweyongedde. Speech ibadde nnungi nnyo erimu ebigambo by'amakulu biyitirivu nnyo nga yeno speech buli muntu yeesimbyewo ku bwa MP oba ku bwa kansala oba ku bwaki gye yandiwulidde. Owulira ng'olinga gwe bakyajinze okweexecuting audits zo there and then. Katono nnyo nga sinnabakuwa speech eno abakulembeze bano bebo NUP be yateekawo okwetoola Uganda regions ez'enjawulo nga wanaagamba Northern Region, Western Region, Buganda Region, Eastern Region, ebitundu eby'enjawulo. Yes, abantu bano bakuŋŋaanyijjo mu maka ga Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu nga bawayaamu kiki ekigenda okuddako emirimu gigenda kubeera gitya kwegamba ng'alinga ali mu bacharginga. It was such a very powerful speech, a very powerful speech. He gave it in English, and I'm humbly asking you guys to listen to each and every word. Just to pay attention to each and every word that comes out from his mouth. It's not too long. You can also share it with someone else.
People power, our power. Well, Thomas Sankara taught us that a revolution without women is dead on arrival. So, you women of today, it is very important that you know that. I was telling my sisters the other day, there are the only 3 types of people that Museveni fears most. He fears the young people, the youth. He fears the women, and he fears you, the Muslims. Okay? So you should always remember that. But most importantly, he fears the women. Young people are the biggest constituency, and I'm very glad that this movement and this party is a youth-led movement. It's a youth-led revolution. But there's one constituency that we have not effectively tapped into, and those are the women. I am very, very honored and very proud of one of my deputy called Mama Zedriga Lina Waru. Please clap for that Lukbara woman. That powerful woman you see there single-handedly deputized me when we were still the People Power movement. That strong woman you see right there rejected 5 billion shillings. They were trying to bribe her. Not so many people can do that. So that dignity, that honor goes to women. And all of you know that when they are attacking us as men, they attack women even twice. They attack your dignity. They know how powerful you are. They know how influential you are. They know how much you can change things. So always remember that you, the women of this country, are such a very, very important part of our revolution. Remind your friends about that. Remind your sisters about that. Remind your mothers, your grandmothers, and your children about that, because you are very powerful. It is very important that we also be reminded about that. My brother Joel one time reminded me that for a bird to fly, it needs 2 wings. The male and the female wing, or at least each wing represents the 2. And both of them must be equally empowered. It's actually unfair for women to get the same opportunities like we get. Why? Because they are the majority. So for them to get equal opportunity, it is an advantage for us, the men. So it's important that we tap into the women folk. You can take your seats, my sisters. Friends, today was basically to know each other, to connect with each other. We are in this struggle as comrades, but it is very important that we connect as friends. It is very important that we develop that kind of friendship, that kind of comradeship, that kind of brotherhood and sisterhood. That is why it is important for each of you to know each other's name, to get each other's number. It does not stop with just this struggle. After we win over state power, we are going to have to work together to build a new Uganda that we want. While it is going to take us a lot of effort to free ourselves, it will even take us double the effort to build that country that we want for ourselves and for our children. Nothing motivates me like seeing all these young people here. That alone is a symbolization of a new Uganda. We are starting anew. But again, we're even blessed to have the wealth of experience. Experience like the noble experience from the Honorable Betty Namboze. We just heard from, the Honorable Mwanga Chivumbi. We have Mama Lina with us and a whole lot of elders that are standing with us. I personally interact with so many. Guys, we have support. We have support. If you had doubt about that, take it from me. We have support from even within the system. We have support from the police. We have support from the army. We have support from even some ministers in government. They just don't come out to say it. But one day, and mark my words, one day you will be shocked. You say, hey, even you were always with us. Even you. That so-called silent majority they talk about, they are our supporters within the system. Some of them are speaking so loudly because they want to safeguard their jobs. Let me ask you, you think maybe who loves Museveni more than me, his fellow artist? Really? So let's just push hard. Sometime I was talking to one of the police officers and said, you see the problem with you people? You protest just a little, just 1-2 canisters of tear gas and you give up. Just push because you're trying to save us as well. So these guys are with us. Anyway, now that we are here, now that we are the ones that have taken up the mantle, now that we are the ones that have come up, we should count ourselves as the pioneers. You guys are the Mandelas, the Susunus of this generation. Never doubt yourselves. Never underestimate yourselves. To see that the regime is panicking so much, they tried violence, it didn't work with us. Now they're trying to buy us, and that will not work. And when it doesn't work, what next? They will run away. They are going to run away. So, from me, today is just to motivate you, friends. We have the support of the people. We have the support of the Lord. And we have the support of the Almighty God. It was not a favor that we won the court case. No, it wasn't. There was no option. It was more dangerous for them to even, squash NUP. These people, they are damned if they stop us. They are damned if they let us move. So we are winning either way. But what must we do? It has been mentioned that one of our big challenges is the money that they are using. Friends, I told you one time, and I'm saying this again, that we are going to run the most expensive anti-Museveni campaign. And do you know who is going to pay for that campaign? Museveni himself. Just try as much as possible to demystify money, because you will not compete with him in terms of money. Let us just demystify that money. Try as much as possible to get into the minds of the people that you represent. These people, they share the same pain with you. They understand what you talk about. That is why everywhere you go, they are supporting us. They are not supporting me because I'm the most eloquent. They are not supporting me because I'm the most educated. No. They are not supporting you because you're the richest, but because you represent their deepest pain. We are just blessed that God placed us in this particular time in history when everything is ripe for change. Wow. There's a reason why God did not bring us yesterday and why God did not bring us tomorrow. He brought us today because today is the time for our work. However, we must also do what we must do. Well, like electricity, it has always been there. It just needs you to use your God-given, intelligence to add negative and positive so that the electricity lights. That is our noble duty. And we must make sure we fulfill that role. We must make sure we play our part. Friends, we are out to change the country. But we must connect. I've been very disturbed in the recent past to see us fighting against each other for positions. We are taking over government. Even if you guys did not become MPs, if I'm president, you think you'll be the same? Me, when I look at you, I don't only look at MPs, kina councillors. No. I look at ministers. I look at permanent secretaries. So let's keep our eyes on the prize. Honorable Namboze will tell you, Honorable Nsamba will tell you, Honorable Zake will tell you, we are members of parliament. But it does not make any sense because we are under a dictatorship. In fact, to be a member of parliament with a clear mind, it is worse than being an ordinary citizen under Museveni. So don't just focus on only being member of parliament. We have a bigger role to play, friends. It is important that we do what we must do. It is important that we remain for the bigger cause. So I want to request you to connect, for you the members of parliament, connect with your councillors, connect with your mayors, connect with everybody, but most importantly, connect with all forces of change. I know I am talking to NUP candidates, but friends, the DP guys are not your enemies. No. Don't be misled. FDC are not your enemies. No. ANT are not your enemies. No. Even NRM, they are not your enemies. Our enemy is Museveni and a few people around him. We will not be any different if we are seen to be fighting to keep opposition. We won't be any different. I personally would have disappointed people. You all remember the first gospel that we preached. It was a gospel of unity. So we must all come together. These are Ugandans like us. Many of them have even struggled before us. Only that God has blessed us with the opportunity to lead them. I cannot salute enough the noble elders that came before us that have far bigger experience than myself. But they allowed me to lead them. Let us have the humility that we need to lead. Yes, we are National Unity Platform, but we must show the leadership that we want to give. After all, when I become president, man, don't be shocked when I even appoint from different parties. That is the new Uganda that we're talking about. Let us unite Ugandans. I've told you before, and I'm saying this again, that the people that we are leading are actually way ahead of us. They are united. So if we cannot unite from the top, let us unite from the bottom. Be the symbol and the embodiment of the unity that you preach. Preach unity and practice it. Now, as we are heading for the nomination, we need to make a statement. We have under a week, 6 days today. Let us prepare. Let us make a statement. Like my comrade Muwonge Chipumbi said, let us prepare ourselves. Don't care about what the police intends to do. That is their business. We are more than them. We are many. And in any case, we are not going to be violent. You know, give them the opportunity to expose themselves. One book said, give your enemy enough rope to hang themselves. So let us give them enough opportunity. Of course, they will fire tear gas. Of course, they will want to arrest a few people. But if we are many, they will also be overwhelmed. And a statement will be made. We are going to get nominated. We are going to go house to house looking for the vote. Let us not concentrate on main roads. Friends, look for the vote. Each one of you is very capable of winning. Don't look at incumbents and think you cannot beat them. Don't look at ministers and think you cannot beat them. Every example we need, we have shown you in the past. Ensure that you organized from the grassroots. You are able to do that, friends. Let us do it. I've had a few concerns from some comrades. I'll just address a few. One mentioned the need to have, given the situation that we are in, what they call a scientific election. I have every intention to record audio and video messages for each constituency. And friends, please be in touch. Let us do that in every constituency. These people are talking about a scientific election. They don't know they're dealing with a scientific generation. Let us beat them at their own game. And two, there is a call for me and other leaders to reach every constituency. I know they will try as much as possible to resist that, but I can guarantee you that we shall reach there. We shall reach there, especially those rural constituencies. We shall come there. But it's important that you do the groundwork, because when I come there, I want to come just to celebrate your win, even before the election. So let us get ready. Let us go and do that work. Guys, we are going to win. Tell your neighbor we are going to win. Tell them again we are going to win. Yes, everything begins with confidence. One great black man told us that without confidence you're twice defeated in the race of life. But with confidence you win even before you start the race. We are going to win. We are going to win. So don't prepare for a loss. Prepare for a win. Finally, there's every effort to connect and to harmonize our teams. Don't give up on communicating. Don't give up on reaching out to our comrades. Even those that are still in the race. Even if you cannot agree on one of you dropping out of the race, run a civil campaign. People are watching us, friends. And people are judging us by our actions. I'm begging you, don't be a traditional politician. Don't do what they expect out of a traditional politician, because you won't be any different. We're dealing with a tired generation, a frustrated generation that hates everything about the past. This is a revolutionary election. It is a revolution. It is a fight between the past and the future. It is a fight between the new and the old. The future must win. The new must win. You are the new. The new is not only physical. It is majorly mental. That is why you're going to see a not so young mama like the Honorable Zedwiga thinking so young, and you'll find young people selling their conscience for just a few thousand shillings. So the new is not only physical, but it must be also mental. I want to request that we keep these communications more regular. We'll be hearing through our Secretary General, through our spokesperson, and with me, friends. Let us connect. Let us be friends. Let us be that team that is going to liberate Uganda, because we are the team. I want to thank you finally for the trust. Not so many people would do it, because there was every sign that the regime wanted to cancel the existence, the legal existence of the NUP. But here we are. Yes. God has played his part. God has played his part. Now you know that God is with us. My mother used to tell me something that I want to leave as a message to you. God can only do for you what he can do through you. God can only do for you what he can do through you. So allow God to use you to reach out to the rest of Ugandans. And before long, we are going to be the government, the new government of Uganda. I want to thank you, friends. I want to wish you success. I want to wish us success. Put ideas together. Let us go win. Let us go make our country proud. Let us go make this generation proud. I look forward to seeing all of you smart in the parliament. I look forward to see some of you in cabinet meetings. I've taken very good note of all your thoughts. The only thought I've outrightly rejected is the thought of being leader of opposition, because there's not going to be opposition here. We are going into government. I want to thank you, ladies and gentlemen. May God bless you for God and our country. People power, our power.